Your law firm's website might look good, but is it actually working? In this episode of Counselcast Chambers, we are revisiting the best insights from our conversation with website strategist Monica Pitts to uncover why so many law firm websites fail to deliver real results and how to fix it. From poor user experience to unclear messaging and hidden conversation killers, Monica shares exactly what you need to focus on how to turn your website into a lead-generating machine. If your site isn't bringing in new clients, it's time for a serious checkup. And in this episode, we deliver the prescription. Let's jump into the highlights. This is Counselcast Chambers, the best of Counselcast re-examined. I feel like a lot of people resist this idea that the website should be like a salesperson, and they feel like it's too smarmy or something. Like, why does that matter?
Well, if you think about it, the whole sales cycle has changed. People don't just walk into businesses anymore. I mean, I think it's kind of fun to do that occasionally, but it's not how most people are meeting other people, right? They have a problem, they're trying to solve it. And so they go online, and the websites that they look at are like meeting the people that could potentially provide the solutions. So your website these days is an employee. It's your first receptionist. It's your first salesperson. It's your first impression. And so even if it's not generating leads for your business every single day, that doesn't mean it's not contributing to your sales funnel.
Right. Okay. The sales funnel is obviously, if you've been listening this year, you know it's my favorite topic. And so we're going to start by focusing on the top of the funnel. That's where this episode kind of sits in our conversation this week. And so let's talk about the top of the funnel can be awareness or interest in the version of the funnel that I use. So let's talk about, okay, so if your website is supposed to be this functioning member of your team, how do you do that better? How do you get that either awareness or interest? How do you do it right or better?
I would say first you have to understand where are your clients? Like the people that you work with every day, are they coming to you in a position of awareness or a position of interest? And the way I would define those two things is, do they know only who they are, or do they know what they want? Right. Yeah. And so some people might be coming to you because they have a problem. They've never faced this problem before. They don't even know what type of law or a lawyer is going to help them solve this problem. They're completely new to it. They only know who they are and the problem that they're trying to solve. They don't know any of the words that you're going to use, period. Yeah. And then there's the people who are like, I need a divorce attorney.
Yeah, right.
They know what they're doing and they know who they need, right? And so making sure that you are connecting with those people by showing them, hey, I know what you're after, and then getting them to that information quickly, I think would be the first trick to making sure that you're like keeping them on the site and helping guide them in. Because if they're only aware, then they don't get it. Like they're going to come in and they're going to be like, I don't even know what that means. I don't know. And they may not have gotten there either.
Right.
They were searching.
For the interest part, I'm picturing like an immigration law firm where they will often have a list of, we do these kinds of visas. And that's kind of what you were describing in that interest, where they already kind of know, I need a specific kind of work done. Do you do this? Yes or no? How would you describe the awareness? How would that look differently on a website where they don't really know? It's probably a different kind of law, but they don't really know exactly what they need. But how would you present that as a firm where it's not just, okay, it's this kind of work, you know, A, B, or C, is this the one you need? And if it's not that, then how do you do that?
I would think about the questions that people are asking you when they are on the phone with you on intake. That will guide what you need to be putting on your website.
Yeah.
And I would make sure that I have a blog on that website where I'm answering questions that I commonly hear, because that blog is actually what will probably guide people into my website more than my homepage does.
Yeah.
And then you just think about that person. What are they facing? What are their fears? What questions do they have? And just make sure that you're going to structure those pages on your website talking to that specific person a lot like that conversation that you would have with them on intake.
Yeah.
You know, so questions. Here's how we help. Here's things that you should think about that you don't even know about picking the lawyer to do this for you. Here's timeframes, potential timeframes, potential outcomes, potential costs.
Yes.
Because it's very different depending upon the situation that they're facing. And so it's like a conversation more in that instance.